Yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Fish Shake Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Killer Ghost, aka Chris. Let's get on with the show and on to my host.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Fats, aka The Beast. I hope you enjoy this episode and keep supporting and keep adding on to the dream. On to the next one.
What's up, guys? Your boy, young boy Keeve. Can't remember the last time I seen the light of day. Passing it to my man's bro.
Good morning, everybody. Good evening, everybody. And I swear, this guy every time he says something like that, it gets me. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of the Fish Shake Podcast. And now on to the show. Finna get mango no huevos.
All right, boys. So I'm guessing we're gonna continue from last time. We only did like our top Nintendo games basically because they have so many systems. So we could start with I guess PlayStation because it's the second most systems, I guess. You guys remember any PS1 classics that you guys spent a lot of time on?
Do I really want to say it? Nah,
Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna give
man.
you
Go
guys a
ahead.
fucking break from that one. So, I just turned on my PS1 Classic and I have mine's hacked. Um, and I was streaming on Twitch. If you guys want to check it out, it's Pro Darry at twitch.com. Anyways, and I was streaming Nemesis 3, Resident Evil, and that game is really up there on the scale. Um, the other games that I enjoyed for PlayStation 1 was do you guys remember Twisted Metal?
Of
Mm-hmm.
course.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
so Twisted Metal, I was addicted to it. Um, I remember when I got it, I think my uncle had gifted it to us, and it was the first one. I think like he already had a few of them, and he was just like, "Here, just this for you guys." And we was playing for it for hours, just like learning how to like shoot shit and all that, and shoot each other. And then another game that I really enjoyed was Grand Theft Auto, the first one, and hearing them like the little sound bites of saying, "Oh, shit, he's got a gun,"
The
and then you
one,
see the
the
little
over the
bullets.
top one, right?
Yeah, you see the little bullets go
Yeah, I
like
fucked with
doof
that.
doof doof doof. Um, I'd probably like to do a playthrough of that game one day. But yeah, I mean, as the conversation goes on, I'm pretty sure something will come to mind. So,
Anybody else?
Um, what I've been for PlayStation 1 is pretty much the classics for me. The Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
mm.
Mhm.
Along with CTR Crash Team Racing. And I'm pretty sure I've said this in another episode, but Crash Team Racing, I definitely think, in my opinion, that is better than Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, I think you did mention that. That I was like, my
Yeah, you
still
did.
favorite is Double Dash. Yeah.
Yeah. Also Spiral, the trilogy.
Hmm.
It was a game that some for old systems they used to come with the disc for all like maybe like 10, 15 demos in the disc,
Yep.
right? I remember I had one for PlayStation 1 and a game called I think it was Soul Reaver.
Oh
Oh
yeah, yeah,
yes.
I've
Classic.
ne- I was never
yeah.
I was never able to play the game, but I thought the game was so fucking cool.
Yeah, I've played that one.
I
And,
remember going to the.
yeah,
You had mentioned that demo shit. I remember going to Rite Aid,
yeah.
and they used to have like the magazines that had like the demo packs in it in the back,
Hmm.
and they were like dirt cheap, and I used to like fucking get as many as I could and be hooked on just playing demos. And for some reason, I was always fine with that. You know?
Yeah, I remember
Mhm.
those.
Yeah, I was too. Um, I used to play every demo. Remember the snowboarding joints?
Yep.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
that was like the snowboarding. You know what? Also was a classic to me, and I'm pretty sure y'all probably agree with this. It's a game that I spent mad time on, and I'm pretty much doing absolute nothing in the game and going nowhere. I just played the game to play it and for the soundtrack. Um, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2
That was PS1.
There's PlayStation 1
Yeah.
version. I love the one
Damn.
version.
Part 2.
There has some songs in there that I get it, that I was hooked onto it.
That's they got to
Yeah,
remake that.
Part 2. Part 2 was definitely like I really enjoyed that one.
I mean, now we in some time
Parappa
where
the Rapper.
it's being remade.
Oh, that's another one. That's another demo I played. I didn't have the real game.
Me neither.
But
That was a
Kick,
dumb.
punch
that
is
game
all
was
in the mind.
hilarious.
If you want to test me, I'll give you time. I'm sure to teach ya. I'm sure to teach ya. Kick, kick,
Um,
punch.
Kev, you got any, or did you have a PS1?
I fondly remember having one. I know we had Gran Turismo. It was like some 2 disc shit, but that's about it. Probably Spyro and Crash. That's it.
Yeah, for me it was. I played a lot of the. I know, obviously, Pro's favorite Final Fantasy 7. I played
I
8,
ain't say it this
9.
time, guys. But since he brought
8,
it up,
9. I played 7, 8, 9. What else is there? I don't know if you guys ever played Legend of Dragoon. That's another RPG. What else? Obviously the Resident Evils, the old ones, 1 and 2.
Yeah. And 3.
I never played 3 on PS1. Only 1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah, I played 3. 3 was really fire.
What else?
I
Obviously the
sometimes
Crash.
prefer 3 over 2.
You
Yeah,
guys,
me too.
you ever played the Digimon World games?
I have
PS1?
those on the hack.
They fire. They're not bad.
No.
I mean, I'm probably one of
Speaking
the.
of the hack,
That what?
they were this for speaking of the hack, there's 4 of them.
I have, I think,
All with
Crackhead
different
Pack
games.
or Meth Head. I don't know, some shit like that.
That's dumb funny the way they name these.
I was actually gonna order the fighting one because I love fighting games, and there's 2 games that I've really been dying to play.
Which one is that one? Cokehead Pack?
Yeah, I think so. And and one of the games I've been dying to play is Rival Schools. I don't know if you guys ever played that.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Rival
yeah,
Schools.
I remember
And
that.
that's a good one.
the first X-Men games, I think it's called Children of the Atom. They had
I
like
never played
Omega
that.
Red
I
and
don't
all
remember
that,
that
and
one.
Cyclops right before like they started dropping Marvel 1 and 2.
Never played that.
No.
I was addicted to those games. I don't know, maybe you guys know this. It was this game, right? It was part of one of those demos that I played. It was like this fur animal on a he would ride like a mechanized robot of some sort, but the whole game was like in fucking Japanese because it was a demo. You guys
Are you,
like
are you
vaguely
talking
remember
about?
that?
Are you talking about like I think it's called Juju? Um, or Tack?
I have no idea, bro.
I have no. I don't remember the name. Nothing. All I know is there was this furry creature, like a bear or some shit, and he would jump into like a mechanized robot, and you just do like little quests and shit. But everything was in Japanese, so I just did it like, like instinctually, like as a gamer. Like for example, you're going down a corridor. Do you go left or right when you do? Is like, do you have a method to your madness if you were walking down a hall in a game? For anybody?
Not really.
I usually always check like
I
I
usually
check both because
just
usually if one is like gonna continue the story, that means the other one has like an
yeah
item. Dude, that's how it
yeah
usually is.
I'll go back.
Because I've always
I'll go
like, for me, I always anything that I play that has like a two-way system, a fork in the road, I always go left. I always start with left. I don't know why. Regardless if there's an item or if there's a boss fight or whatever it is, I'd always go left. And I think that's what like how I was able to play a lot of the Souls games and Bloodborne and the Surge. If it's not telling me to go in a specific direction, I'm always gonna go left. I don't know why. It's just how I play.
Well, those games basically they put you in the world and they tell you to go fuck yourself. So
Not that ass. You're right.
Is it Tail Concerto?
I don't. I'll
No,
Google it.
'cause that's what I'm trying to do right now.
But
Let's.
continue
Y'all want to
with
move
you guys.
on? The PS2. That was a popular one.
Yeah, PS2 is very popular.
PS2, the game that I enjoyed the most, when I first started playing it, my uncle had it. I didn't have it. It was called The Bouncer, right? And it was basically like, you remember those Streets of Rage games, and like it was pretty much like a beat 'em up. Like you run, you is a sideway, and then like you go walk around. Like
Mhm.
Streets of Rage, I think was one of them. That style of game.
Yeah.
And later on, um, the bouncer, the I remember the character Sora from Kingdom Hearts ended up looking similar to that guy, to the character in that
Oh
game.
wow.
So I loved that game. Um, I really loved having the multi tap feature. I don't know if you guys ever used it, but
What do you mean? Explain.
so there was a, you know how there was a port, right? And you put your
Uh-huh.
controller in, right? But then the port itself
Yeah.
has like extra slots in it. I think it had like max 6 slots. So
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
there
Oh,
was
To
certain
play.
games you
yeah.
could play more than like two people. So we would play
Yeah.
wrestling in my uncle's house, and we'd be on it for fucking hours, just playing mad wrestling matches. And
Yeah.
little fun fact about me, is that we loved playing golf, right? And we would have golf tournaments, right? And you know how everyone goes up, gets their own swing. What was good about this, we would always bring our own controllers. Everybody had their own controllers, and we'd just be playing fucking golf for hours. Who wouldn't knew, you know?
Right.
And it'd be simple shit like that that just grasps you in, and you just like fucking, play it or whatnot.
Yeah, I had a memory like that, but going back to PlayStation One, like those games that were made from like TV shows. I don't know if you have ever played any of them, like the Rugrats. The Rugrats had a mini golf game where I used to go to my uncle's house, and my aunt and I and Jay, when we were young, used to play that shit to like the crack of dawn. And memories like that. That shit was,
The simple
you
shit
know,
sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
remember for the
fun.
PlayStation, we used to play. I used to have NBA Live, and
Okay.
we used to have that attachment, and it used to be like all of us in one team, and we used to smoke the computer.
I remember those two. We used to switch on the character. Remember fucking NBA Jam?
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
For three.
That was
He's on fire.
that was a good
He's on
one.
fire. Yeah, that's it. That's a classic, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For PS2, for me is obviously all the Grand Theft Autos like 3, Vice
Oh,
City,
three's
San
fun.
Andreas, of
San Andreas
course.
was ahead of his time.
Yeah, bro.
Which
That's still
one?
my favorite
San
one.
Andreas?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
still my favorite
Yeah.
one
Oh yeah, yeah,
of
yeah,
all
yeah.
time.
You could get fat, skinny,
Yeah.
fucking get a haircut and shit.
Um,
mm,
the God of War games were good.
Mhm.
Oh
Uh
shit.
huh.
Um,
Here we go
Uh
again.
huh.
you didn't like them?
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, no, no. I was
I thought
actually
that's what you
quoting
said.
CJ from San Andreas at the beginning of the
Oh,
game. The meme that
Yeah.
everybody makes, it goes, "Oh shit, here we go again." And he's like
I thought
walking through
that's
the fucking thing. No, 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 no.
I remember that game being dumb long, bro.
San
Like
what
Andreas?
San Andreas.
when you thought it was
Yeah.
over, it wasn't over.
Yeah, bro.
And the cop that was in the game was voiced by Samuel L. Jackson.
For
Yeah.
real? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yep. Not too many people know.
Obviously Kingdom Hearts 2,
And one.
which
I'm
is the
playing
better
those
one.
games right now
2 is better.
on Xbox because I caught it on sale for 19.99. And I was going back and forth with you. I'm
Nice.
like, should I get it? Should I not get it? I really like the gameplay, and you're like, unless you really want to watch some stories, those cutscenes. But what I did was just come press as soon as you see it, press start, skip, because
But
those
so why
gameplays are
you
good
if you're not replaying it for the story, then why are you replaying it?
for the gameplay. I really enjoy those. I
Okay.
really enjoy the gameplay for both of them, and I feel right again. The reason why I don't like three so much is because a lot of it, you know, was stripped down for I think mostly Pixar films. One, a lot less Final Fantasy or any form of Final Fantasy in it. Like a lot of Square Enix games are not in there, or at least that I could have noticed because I didn't notice. And
Mhm.
I like the robust gameplay of part two more than three. Like how you could switch into the different drives or whatever. And I mean,
Yeah, that was my
you
shit.
kind of sort of
Love
get
that.
this in this game with like the weapons and stuff. But I don't know. I felt like the gap was too wide for them to take this long to make the game. All things considering, like all the other projects they had, like they had Final Fantasy 15. Um, they had the other games that they were like, making smaller studios to work on other games or whatnot. But as far as like story mode, like just playing it for the story content itself, I didn't. After so many times, there's so much times you could hear about your fucking heart. Okay, I don't want to hear about the
Mhm.
fucking heart. I don't want to hear about the nobody and the somebody and the who body or the what body. It's all the same shit. Okay. Um, Sora is fucking Naruto. Riku is fucking Sasuke.
Sasuke.
You understand?
Oh, for sure.
And it's that same old like, do I really want to watch this shit? A fucking guy walking around trying to save his best friend that doesn't want to be saved. I'm sorry. In life, there's this thing called go fuck yourself. If you don't want to be saved, go fuck yourself. All right? And I get it. It's a Disney game. It's a SquareSoft game. They put it together. For its time, I think the game was revolutionary. You understand? But waiting the 10-year stretch
Mhm.
for it wasn't, not compared to like God of War now, right? God of War, we had the whole thing. They fucking flopped that PSP version, the one where it's like
I never
multiplayer.
Which
even
one?
played that one.
Yeah, I didn't bother with it, and it was just like I got tired of playing God of War, and it's just like, okay, you start off weak, you get fucking brolic as fuck. By the end of the game, you could do 100,050,000 combo chain, right? But they got
Mhm.
so repetitive that it kind of got stagnant. It just got it plateaued. Now we waited what X amount of years before we got a new God of War, and what they did was a total revamping of the game. You know, you get
Mhm.
a new complete storyline. Although in a sense you come off not as brolic as you was in every game, you understand because that's basically what they telling you. You don't have powers right away, but you got to work your way up. You understand? The first opening cinematic was much more different than any game I've ever played. You understand that
Yeah.
whole thing with fighting the other god? Spoiler alert. And bringing them through the fucking
After
rocks and shit.
you see this,
Yeah, rocking him through like the boulders and stuff. Like that felt
Yeah,
good.
that was like a movie scene, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Yeah,
and it
OD.
was different with the axe. You understand? I felt like it's not Thor, but being able to call your axe after a combo is fucking, great.
Love to throw that
And
shit.
the lore and the story, you know, isn't nothing. I'm not
Throw
saying
the
that it's
hands.
fucking like, mind-boggling, blown out, out your fucking brain or whatever, but it was still good enough that I was able to sit through each cutscene, you know?
yeah, I
Yeah.
And
find it being boring.
and
You bugging.
and playing something like Kingdom Hearts, to close this up, playing something like Kingdom Hearts, there's only so much times you can hear, "Let's save his heart." So that's just me.
what other PS2 games though? You got any ones that stand out?
The
Um,
show, baby.
the show was on PS2.
Facts.
Probably. It probably started
I
there.
didn't know that. When I started
Bro,
playing the show was on PS3.
me and my brother used to go at it, bro. And we used to play Madden
So,
too, bro. You know how many PlayStation controllers we ran through, bro?
but how many? But if y'all playing the show and y'all both Yankee fans, y'all both use the Yankees.
Nah, I will always pick something different.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I
I
would,
thought it'd be
What
like Andy
the
Pettit against
nah.
Andy
the
Pettit.
show
I
the
would
show didn't come
always
out?
when he like whenever somebody like chose the Yankees, I would choose like the White Sox or I would choose like Boston. I would never choose the
Yeah.
Mets though because they suck.
Okay, okay.
I don't think the show came out for PlayStation 2.
I think
Sure.
it
I
did.
think it was just MLB.
It wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was
I think
MLB
it
the
was just
show.
MLB. I don't remember it being the show. I could be wrong, but I think it was just MLB.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
but
place. Oh, they had Was it for PlayStation? The one with Manny Ramirez in front. That's the
yeah,
best baseball game ever, bro, of all time.
I mean, for
eh,
PlayStation, we would play the games like the 2K
MVP
series.
baseball
nah,
2005 with Manny Ramirez in front. Yeah, never played that one,
I
Slugfest.
definitely didn't.
nah.
bro. It's
Slugfest
still
was
to
my
this
joint.
day. I'm telling you, the best baseball game.
I don't know, bro. Slugfest is up there, bro. Used to punch niggas in the
Slugfest.
Okay.
That's
face.
you hit a home
Jesus.
run with the pitcher and shit. I'm like, come on.
God
What you
damn it,
trying to say?
Ken.
Pitchers can't rake?
Some can.
All right then.
Let's go ahead, bro. My fault.
Did you guys ever play the Jack and Daxter games? Those
Yeah,
games were fire
Jack
too.
and Daxter. I didn't really like the first one, the Precursor's
Yeah.
Curse, some shit like that.
The second
But
one
the
was
second
fire.
one
Yeah, the
definitely.
first one was real slow pace. It was like getting their feet wet type of thing, you know. But then
Yeah.
they like upped the ante each single game that came up after that. There was another game that I used to play on PlayStation 2 so much. Oh, I remember. It was the game that I talked about last time. Simpsons Hit and Run. I also
Oh
had it there
man.
too. But again, I won't bring that one up.
What about I'm trying to
You know
see.
what was? Wait, I'll bring them up for a different category.
DMC
Go ahead.
was PS2, right? Devil May Cry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
three.
Hmm.
Three was my joint. Three was so fire. Three was
Shadow of the
OD
Colossus,
fire. Yep, another classic.
I know when
the
I had
Budokai
my
games, right?
PlayStation 2.
Tenkaichi 3, best Dragon Ball Z game.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Tenkaichi 3 and Budokai, the last one. Those two are my
Budokai 3,
favorite fighting
Those
Dragon
are
Ball Z
fire,
games.
bro.
OD
They had
fire.
so many characters, so much just so the gameplay for both was different. If you wanted to play the 3D version, like the open world type of thing, in the sand, you had that
Hmm.
option. And then Budokai with their whole like the way you could teleport behind them and all that is really good.
Yep, those games were
How'd you guys
OD
feel about
fire.
the what's his game, Metal Gear with Raiden? Did that catch you guys
I
or
didn't
no?
really like. I wasn't really into part two
Hmm.
as much as part three. Now part three was beyond amazing, and that's one game that I've done completed and destroyed like 50 million times. No lie.
And I mean, I guess this is a good segue to talk about part three. No, PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So, I remember playing that game, right, and being able to do the active camo shit, seeing it for the first time, and I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this?" And I'm just like, I was amazed. And then the things that you could do, like jump into the barrel and roll and shit and hide, you know,
Hmm.
that game was good. Um,
I wish and hope they remake them.
What
All
was
I gotta say for PS3 is Call of Duty.
what was up with PS3? What was up with that price tag though?
Yeah,
oh
bro. They
yeah, that
got
shit was repulsive,
They
yeah.
were wilding with
repulsive.
that, bro. It was what
And
5.99, right, or something?
Some shit like
and
that, bro.
I
Wow,
remember
imagine with
to
inflation
find
now.
one to find one that had backwards compatibility,
Oh yeah,
It was
right?
because
like
you had to get a
Yeah.
certain one, right?
it was
Yeah,
like
you had to
It
get
800.
was
a
the first
you had to
one.
get a
First
certain
one
one,
ever.
yeah.
They were like
That's
800.
terrible, bro.
I didn't pay that amount for my first that amount of money. I paid maybe around like 300 for my first PlayStation 3, and I got that fucking whack ass game that everybody was talking about. Um
Which one?
Resistance, that they were like, "Oh, this is the new
I,
Halo
I didn't
for
I didn't
PlayStation."
mind those. I didn't
I
mind
hated
those.
that game. I hated that shit. Was you think fucking what game is long? San Andreas is long. That game is long for no reason whatsoever.
I liked
I actually
Killzone
played
better
that
than Resistance.
game.
Oh yeah,
You played Killzone?
my first Killzone game was on the two.
Killzone was better than Resistance.
Mhm.
Yeah, Killzone was fire.
The Uncharted's were on PS3, right?
Yep.
Oh shit, the
PS3.
Uncharted.
Speaking of that, if you got a PS4 and never played them, I think they're gonna be free, all of them.
Yep.
So
Kiev, they're already free.
so get on that,
Should I get on that?
bro.
And
What?
4 is free for the month as well. So you get all 4 for free.
Mm.
All
Uh,
4 of them.
God of
um,
War 3.
yeah.
God of War 3 was
God
the
of
big
War 3
one.
was
Yeah,
amazing.
that shit was fire.
But that one was like it's really
Amazing.
goriest though, right? Like it was really fucking like that one where you could just keep pounding Hercules in the face until it blows up,
Yeah.
but it doesn't
And
blow up.
Zeus too. Yo,
Um,
but honestly, yo, God of War definitely takes it. Like that saga is amazing. Storyline, the way you play, everything was amazing about that game.
The Last of Us.
The
I was just
first
gonna say
3.
that. Yeah,
The
Last
Last
of
of Us
Us
came out
was
for
for
PS3
PS3. Yeah,
originally. I beat
which
that
is
game like 6
another
times.
classic. Yeah, I love that game, bro.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't know
I
when
didn't get to
part
play
two's
that
coming.
game until I got a PlayStation 4.
what game?
Oh, so you played the like when
The
they
Last of Us.
remastered it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that game is fire,
that's
bro.
when I got to play it.
On PS3,
GTA
the first
4.
game that I was able to get, when it started coming out, was the Batman Arkham games.
Oh yeah,
I loved those
Mhm.
games. Those games
yeah,
were
me
good.
too.
The
Those
first
those are
one,
good games.
and then I think they had the original voice actors reprise the actors from from the show. So you had Mark Hamill and what's that other guy's name?
Yep. And
Something Connor,
Kevin
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 Connor. Yeah,
Conroy, something
yeah,
like that.
Conroy, some shit. Yeah.
I didn't play those for the PlayStation, but I did play those for the Xbox 60.
Yeah, those are
Um.
good.
What else I played there? I played the
I didn't
fucking
have
free
much
game.
on PS3.
Oh, Nino
PS3 is
Cody.
where
Yeah.
PS3 is where I started playing Dark Souls.
Ooh,
So Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, um, and probably one of the best games ever. I don't know about 2 though. 2 is trash.
Yeah, I hate Dark Souls too. Everybody does. I think that's general census.
Demon
Nino
Souls
Cooney.
was a PS3.
Yeah, but I've never played that
I
though.
never played it either.
I've never played Demon Souls, and everybody tells me you gotta play that one. If you played all of them, you gotta go back and play that one. But I'm not gonna go finna buy a PS3 just to play that game. Um, what other games I like on PS3? Because there's quite a few that I owned.
There's a lot, but a lot of them are like multi-platform, so they don't have a lot of.
Mhm.
I don't see a lot of
How about that
exclusives.
other game, Heavenly Sword? It
Oh,
was
I
like a
never
girl
played
God of
that.
War.
yeah, that one was off the hook.
I
Mhm.
never
Like it
played
was
that.
for it being one of the first games when the system launched.
Mhm.
That game was incredible, graphics and story wise.
I mean, towards the end
Um,
of the PS3 era, we had games like Last of Us, which was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
Resident
but I'm
Evil
saying
5
like
was
for the game to
amazing.
first come out
That what?
I said Resident
when
Evil
this
5.
Um, I Resident Evil 5 came out for the PS3, 3, and I was about to say 5, 3, and
and
360,
360.
because my brother Nudie, he actually had it on he had bought it for the 360, so he lent it to me, and then almost like 2 days later, I was like, "Yo, bro, I don't like this," and I gave it back to him.
Yeah,
Um,
that game was fun.
before we go to PS4, yeah, I had PSPs.
So yes, Monster Hunter, bro, Monster Hunter. I was addicted to that game, son. Oh, and I also
Um,
had on the PSP. I had was this other game I used to fucking like play day in and day out. It was like a fucking random, like those rhythm games,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like using the Katamari. I think it was. Was it Katamari? We love Katamari. Some shit on the
Probably.
PSP that I was hooked on to on the PSP. I said PS3. I'm fucking bugging.
mm.
I don't know, but yeah, but I had the hack shit, so you could play like anything.
Yeah,
Nah, I
It
didn't have
was
that shit.
wavy, bro.
I ended up getting mines
I
hacked
recently got
later
the
on.
hack joint.
I'm not gonna lie, too. That the PSP on the summer, that was like my before I had a computer, that was my aim machine, bro. That's what I would be on game. Talking to the shorties.
Damn,
The
that's
before the
crazy. And
sidekick
then
days and
you would
everything,
have
bro.
to fucking look for a stable connection,
Yep.
right? Because they
Uh-huh.
had like ad hoc or some shit like that.
Yep.
That
The
used to be
worst,
such a
bro.
bitch, man.
I also played, I don't know if you guys played the SOCOM game on that. It was
Mm-hmm.
fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know who was heavy on SOCOM? My man's Keith.
Fact.
Yeah.
That's
On
why.
the PS, you would do the voice chat also, because that's how
No,
I
I
would
on
love
play.
PS3. On
SOCOM, bro.
PS3. On PS3, I was heavy on SOCOM, and
I
that's
love
why I love
SOCOM.
like when we play Call of Duty. That's why I love playing Search and Destroy because it was just like that. It was one life, you know.
Yeah.
I love SOCOM.
Like right now, I'm trying to get into side note, trying to get into Valorant, and I like the whole power stuff and everything. It's cool because I love Overwatch, but I don't like that I have to physically stand still to kill someone. Like the way the game works is like CS, Counter Strike. If you guys played it, and if you move in any way or shape or form, typically your aim gets reduced. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm so used to getting the drop on people and like because I'm an aggressive kind of player that this game is literally forcing me to stop and shoot, and I just it's a constant tug of war for me. Um, that being said, I want to ask you guys a question coming back before we go into the next system and playing SOCOM because you said you liked the whole communication and one life to live type shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Was there a game on PS3 that if it wasn't that, you know, was close to it? Do you guys know of one?
probably Call of Duty.
Not really.
Because
Because I never played.
for me at least, I can't really
Well,
remember a game
SOCOM
that had
was
something like that.
SOCOM was third person. That's the
I
only
never
one.
really played a like COD. I never played Search and Destroy like that. COD, I would play. COD is the game I play if I want to go like crazy running and gunning, and then SOCOM was the game if I want to like play like
Tactical.
yeah,
So you guys
exactly.
didn't play like the first what's this game called? Rainbow Six with Vegas, I
Oh,
think it
Vegas,
was.
I played, yeah, but I played it for 360. I love that
Oh,
shit.
okay.
I'm not a first person shooter
Rainbow
type of
Six
guy.
Vegas was really good.
Mhm. Because there was not much games where we had like that one life to live. You
Mm-mm.
know, at,
well,
at least that didn't tote it as its own like standalone thing. Because most games, if you think about it, they always drop more content with like different modes to play. So like I'm
mhm.
really trying to get into this whole cranked mode in COD that they have going on right now. And I like it because I found less and less campers. But it's like all of a sudden now I'm getting down to the wire and I gotta look for a fucking kill because everybody's dying. So
um, the first Assassin's Creed came out for PlayStation 3. Did y'all play that one?
did it?
I've never been an Assassin's Creed guy.
Yeah,
Assassin's
I
Creed. I
played it.
actually
That
got
shit
it
was
from
terrible.
I got it
I
from
actually
the
liked it
library.
after the second one came out. Like when I tried the first one and I didn't really like it like too much. But then when the second one came out, I was like, you know what, I want to play the second one, so I was forced to play the first one because I wanted to know the story.
Um,
But then I ended up liking it, so I started playing them until I got to three. And then once I got to three, there was a mission that I fucked up on, and I decided not to play no more.
like
Did,
I was like, fuck that,
the
I'm not trying
Assassin's
to do
Creed
this
when
shit
I
again.
had got it, I waited fucking I don't know like 2-3 years before I played the first one. And at the time, the library on Fordham Road, you was able to
Hmm.
rent fucking PS3 games, and I had no idea. So I rented like fucking or borrowed like fucking 4 games, and that was one of them. And I
Hmm.
think I made it to like mission 5 or 10, and I'm like, oh okay, we're just gonna keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and I like lost interest. Like the guy not to want to even play that.
Hmm.
you guys had a Vita?
No.
Vita I
Yeah,
had.
no.
I
Vita,
actually really like the Vita.
my
Love it
wife
so
got it
much.
for me for Father's Day or Valentine's Day. I'm not too sure. And she bought me the first Batman game that came out on it. Like it was like it's like a not so much control-y type of game. Um, and then I went out and bought Final Fantasy X with the 10-2
Mm.
pack.
Oh yeah,
So I had a few games there, not much. Um, if anything, I probably watched a lot of porn on it, but I don't know.
that that is like my RPG machine. Like whatever I could get, that's like a PS1 classic or PS2 because you could play those on it.
Mhm.
I would buy like
Because you could get them from the store. Yeah.
yeah, and I also played Persona 4 Golden on it. That's probably the one of the best
Yeah.
Vita
I
games.
love that game.
Fire, bro. But other than that, that's all I use it for. I actually really like the system itself, but they ain't really supported that much. So
Hmm. In Japan, it's a system because if you think about it, their whole demographic, that the people that they cater to,
it's
everyone
handheld.
likes that portable handheld.
Yeah.
Everybody likes being together and stuff. So,
Yep.
not like the Western, not like us.
We like to sit on chairs and just play.
Like if you think about this, right? When you was working before this craziness started happening, you'd be like,
Mhm.
"Damn, I want to be home." You know.
Uh-huh.
But now that we're told that we want to be home, it's like we want to go outside, regardless
Yep.
of the things. You understand? So it's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I don't think it's so much of that. I think is that we have so much free time now. It's not like we have anything to do. It's like, oh, what is there to do? Go outside.
Like you could legit make something up and do something at random,
Mhm.
and it'd be okay. Now you can't.
Mhm.
Yep. And it's different hanging out over Discord than in person. Shit is whack.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But anyways, on a brighter note, PS4. I know Kev just got one. What are your favorite games to play?
Well, I bought a shit ton of games. There's some that I haven't played yet. I haven't played Shadow of the Colossus yet. Um, God of War, I've seen Fats play it, so like I find it like a chore to play it now. So like I already know what's gonna happen. I've seen the story. So now it's like, and I play it, it's like, like I gotta do this and I gotta do that. But right now I've been feeding on Bloodborne. Like I've been going heavy.
Because you never played it, right?
Yeah, I never got to play it. So, and I'm like a big Souls fan. So I'm definitely like I'm loving Bloodborne right now.
Pro or fat?
I'll let Fat
Um,
go.
I got mad games for PlayStation. You know that. We got like 170 games on PlayStation 4. OD,
Yeah.
100 games.
170 games that you
Yeah,
Because we
own.
game share.
Oh, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay,
Don't tell the feds though.
okay.
yeah. But we own 170. Like there's mad games that I like on PlayStation.
Plus they
God of
give
War,
free ones and shit, yeah.
Spider Man was off the hook. Um, what you call it? Right now, I'm playing the Darksiders trilogy. Those games are pretty fire, but those came out long before the PlayStation 4. Um, the new Kakarot game was interesting to play.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the graph. Like the graphics are way updated, and I just love my PlayStation 4.
I mean, for me, my PS4, I would only get exclusive. That was like my exclusive box. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I couldn't get it anywhere else and I could only was forced to get it there, then I would get it there. So as far
Hmm.
as me like saying, notable games is the Tide and True bunch. But I like the Nathan Drake, the last one, the Tales of the Brothers or
Four.
whatever. Yeah, that one was really good, and I like I feel
Yeah,
like the game had great closure to the whole series as a whole.
yeah,
Um,
I agree.
I hadn't get a chance to play Spider Man because I sold my PS4 to my brother for some bagels, and then And then again, like if it was multiplayer, I always went to my default system was Xbox. So if it was
Mhm.
like where I could play it on there for an exclusive, then I would obviously play it for an exclusive. There was nothing really to it,
Mhm.
but just just to do it really.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to get into that whole like that now. If we once we talk about this, like the debacle of which system is the better system, because at one point
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys remember, PlayStation heads or Sony heads would always be like, oh, but you guys don't got Blu-ray, you guys don't got better graphics, you guys don't got better this, don't got better that. And now that we're coming into this new generation with the new consoles, with the specs that PS4 PlayStation dropped about the PS5, now all of a sudden all the
Mhm.
PlayStation heads are like, oh, power's not needed and this is not there,
Yeah.
but you guys don't have this. But now that we have it, you understand, and it's 100 times better. Oh, but you guys don't have the games or whatever. You understand? So it's like a
Mhm.
catch-22. If
Yeah, well, Xbox never had the games though.
I
They never
mean,
had like really good exclusives
yeah, that's true.
besides like Halo. Obviously.
yeah, and Halo
Yeah.
and God of War, I mean not God of War, fail.
Years
Years, I was
they
those
fell
games
off.
already for me was just like, eh, I don't care.
Mm.
For PS4 for me, the one of the big ones was Red Dead,
Oh, you
bro.
played it on
Yeah.
PS4?
Yeah, I played it on PS4, bro. That
Redemption
game,
2.
yes, I spent hours on that. Just finding people on the
Yeah.
road that need help and just. I think I mentioned in the last
Oh
one.
yeah,
It's
yeah, we
just
was talking
mad
about
funny,
that. Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that game was really good.
Also, a lot of
I still haven't
I
finished
played
it.
but that shit was a masterpiece, bro.
I don't know if I think it was PS. Destiny came out PS4, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first one. Me, Fat, and our other friend, bro. We put hours into that game. Man.
hmm
OD hours.
What?
I bought
And
that game. If I'm lying, I'm dying like 3 times.
I think I bought it probably the same amount of times. Too.
I bought it one time and it was free.
Nice.
Rat bastard.
Two fucked it up,
No, but
man. One was so much better, I think.
hmm Because again,
well,
they did that whole
Destiny.
thing
Destiny.
like God of War did with each game that came after. You lose everything and you got to start over again. You
They
understand? And
should have
it's like
just
because originally
made it
that
like
game was supposed to be a 10-year plan game. You
yeah,
understand?
like
Like
a MMO. Yeah.
and I think that would have worked greatly. You understand?
Yep.
But they wanted to like resell the game and repackage the game as this whole new thing, and all of a sudden, guess what they're doing? The same shit that they did in the first one. So there are modes that I really do enjoy, like Gambit, fire.
Bro, that's I don't yeah, Destiny I put a lot of time in.
Nah, Destiny was really
Um
fun. I enjoyed like the time that I played.
all
hmm
the show games playing like Road to the Show, a lot of time in there. Spider-Man was fire, like Pat said. God of War. Horizon I feel is like a one that's not talked about a lot. And
hmm
that one was really good too.
Yeah, I
hmm
bought it. I'm
Yeah.
waiting to play. I'm waiting to finish Bloodborne to get on
That
that.
one is really good,
You
bro.
said I didn't jump on it immediately because you said it was a long game. So I was
It is.
It's long, but the story is really good and the gameplay
hmm
is really good.
I
You
had
know
her
what is
name in
good
my
about
head and I just
Destiny?
lost it.
Who?
The girl from Horizon,
Well,
Aloy?
wasn't it
Aloy. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a beast.
there's so many. For PlayStation, we also OD'd on Monster Hunter.
Oh my god, what?
If Monster
Monster
Hunter
Hunter
was
that
cross play, bro,
I would still
it'd
be
be a
playing
wrap.
it.
I'd be playing with you guys every
Yeah,
single day.
because
I don't want to hear
yeah.
nothing about no fucking Monster Hunter, bro. I don't want to hear nothing, bro.
bro, I ain't-
Every time I download
Yeah.
that game, it's like, yo, let's play. Yo,
bro,
let's play.
you know how many
Delete it,
hours I
right?
had and I lost all those hours because
Delete the game, right? It takes
Mhm.
like half a day to download.
oh,
Deleted the
it's a
game,
big ass
right?
game. Yeah.
They go, yo, when we gonna play Monster Hunter? I was like, yo, I don't want to hear nothing.
It's a good
I do
game,
have a
bro.
notable mention because it just came to me. PlayStation All Stars. Remember that for the PS3?
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like their
I never
version
played
of
it.
Smash.
Smash. Yeah,
Smash.
I
Yep.
played that game to no end. I just wished that their mechanic wasn't like you get them up to a certain level and then you pop them. I thought that the whole off the stage thing is a lot better. But that's just me.
What else on P? Well, right now PS4 it's Final Fantasy 7 remake. Obviously,
I was contemplating buying that, but I've never really sat down
bro,
and played a Final Fantasy game, so I don't know.
that game is so fucking good.
Then this is what I like about that game is that it is accessible for people like you that haven't never played it. You understand?
Oh, because the
Because
easy mode is too easy, right?
yeah, like the Kotaku cocksucker. Like that shit makes you play a fucking if a game gives you right easy, normal, hard, extreme, you're never gonna live, right? And you fucking pick easy. What do you expect to play the game on? Easy.
Easy.
It makes no fucking sense. You sit up there getting paid to write an article about that shit and get your butt chewed out,
Mhm.
and you're like, I didn't expect that when I played easy mode, everything was handed to me on my lap. The fuck is that? Makes no fucking sense. You understand? If you play don't wanna fucking live mode and you walk out and get your shit fucking banged on, it's you choosing to play that game.
Yep.
That mode. I don't get it. Unless the game deliberately says, hey, we're giving you a hard experience off the rip. You understand? Sekiro, a whole bunch of people went and bought that game thinking they were gonna play some shit like fucking
Dark Souls,
no, like Animusha or some shit like that or God of War.
like Nero or some shit like that.
Exactly. And then they were like
Yep.
started a fucking petition. A fucking
To put
a
a easy
petition
mode, right? Or some
to put an
shit.
easy mode in the fucking game. The game
Yeah.
got game of the
That's
fucking year. You understand? And you're bitching because the game I don't
The
get
game
it.
is too hard.
I don't get it. They
Yeah.
deliberately tell you, hey, in this game you're gonna be sucking dick. You understand? And if you get on
But
your hands
that's
and
what
knees, that's on you.
that's
The
but
fuck it
that's
makes no sense.
but that's why I don't know about other people, but me, if I don't know anything about a game, I'm looking up reviews, I'm looking up trailers. Like I want to
Yeah,
see. Like
I
I
agree.
I'm not
think
gonna spend my money. I'll be like, damn, because
you're absolutely right.
PlayStation and well, PlayStation's the only one now. They don't let you get your money. You buy something, you fuck. They don't give
But
you
this
your
is the
money
thing
back.
though. Like
Yeah.
for example, this is what I do, right? If there's a game that I'm interested in, I usually watch like the first 20 minutes of gameplay because I don't think that's much spoiler.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't really think that's much of a spoiler. That's one. Two is if it's a game that I'm really interested in, I'm making sure that I try to follow it as much as possible without it giving like if I see somebody drop some shit like full walkthrough of a game, I don't bother because I still want to have that experience. You understand? I'm
Yeah.
seeing the amazement for the first
Yeah.
time. But again, it's like you put yourself in a position where you're told, okay, this is our game, right? And you go out, fucking buy the game, and it's complete ass. Then you're shit out of luck.
Mhm.
And like to Chris's point, what I love about Steam is you get I think under 2 hours, and Xbox does in Microsoft. You get under 2 hours to
Mm-hmm.
play a game. If you don't like it, give the shit right fucking back. You understand? So
Yep.
Mm.
That's fire.
it's always the
That's all companies should be do that.
that it's always I believe first for a gamer to do their due diligence on a game. You understand before it drops, because if you get the
Yeah, do
game
your
and
research.
you understand if you get the game and it's ass, that's on you. You can't
That's
blame
how
nobody
you.
else.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for my rant, but it just annoys me.
Nah,
No, it's good. It's
I
all good.
I agree.
You know.
I guess we could do Xbox
Move on
real
to
quick.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Spaghettis. Have you guys ever wanted to eat spaghettis?
I'm not a fan of
Not
spaghetti.
dinner.
Let's do Xbox real quick
All right,
before
copy.
we gotta go.
So
Anything
I'm pretty
mentioned?
sure not many people own Xbox, but I think the first Xbox was I used the first Xbox as a music box. Like you know how many CDs I've done
Oh yeah, cause you
rip
could rip
shit.
onto it. Yeah.
I've done had
I
fucking thousands and
you
thousands of
I don't know if you
songs
guys
on.
remember walking down Fordham Road and they got the guys that sell the Hot 97 CDs and the Power 105 ones.
Yeah, yeah,
Bro, I would
Yeah.
get stacks of them shits and rip them on into my Xbox.
Yeah, because that was the
The
first
only
system
the
you could
only
put the
game,
music
yeah.
on the system, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
fire.
remember having a
Was
PlayStation and being so jealous that y'all could play music while playing the game. I was like, bro, what is going
Yeah,
on?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
I was like, I
The
got
only game
Blu-ray,
I
bro.
really
I got
played for
Blu-ray.
the first Xbox I played was Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
I think that's the name
Yeah,
of it.
that's
Yeah,
how
that's
I
the
got
only
it.
game
With
I
the
have
For
spray
for
paint.
Xbox.
Xbox, I got Jet Set Radio
Mm.
and Metal Gear Substance because that's what they called it
Yeah,
there.
The
that's the only
OG
game I
Xbox
had.
I never had. I had to go to like a friend's house to play. It was always the first Halo.
Yeah, I never had
Basically.
the OG,
Mm.
the OG.
And then I got Halo from one of my friends and he lent it to me. And at the time, because I don't know if they updated it then, but the game gave you the option of again hard, medium, whatever the fuck, and it had legendary, and I'm like, okay, I'll pick legendary mode, bruh.
Oh
It
man.
took me like fucking 2 months to beat this simple ass game. But again, it was one me not reading and caring, giving a fuck. I thought I was a legend at playing games. I got my ass handed to me, and that's it. And the story.
One thing before we go about the Xbox, the OG Xbox, that controller was trash.
What they call it,
It would never
they
break,
call it the
no.
Duke.
Yeah. Of course, it
It would
wouldn't.
never
Yeah,
break,
it
no.
wouldn't break.
If
That's
I
true.
if I remember correctly, I
It was
did
like the
read an
Nokia
article.
phone.
I did read.
The
Oh yeah,
Nokia controllers.
I did read an article where what's this system? Sega Dreamcast, right? That
Mhm.
control they wanted to use, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Microsoft had went to them and said would it be okay to use that kind of structure of a control because they like the whole, it had like three face buttons. It had the white, black, and a whole bunch of other shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
they ended like okay, because I know Sega was supposed to go into partnership with them, and I think
Mhm.
it fell through. So
Good.
360.
360. I didn't have a
360.
360, but I used to go to Fat's house and I used to play the shit out of fucking Left 4 Dead.
Oh,
uh,
Left 4 Dead was such a good one.
if it's an exclusive on 360, I probably didn't get it. Fuck that. Everything was multiplat, and everything I
Halo
had
2,
was whatever. Halo is Halo to me. I don't
Halo 3.
again. Halo is Halo to me.
I loved
It's
Halo 3, bro. What?
it's
You
hard
never
for
say
me to think
That
it,
was
man.
when Sweaty Chris was born, bro. Fucking Halo comp, Lone Wolf.
You used to play
Yeah.
Halo Heavy on multiplayer?
What, bro?
Yeah.
OD.
Me
Oh
and my
me?
brother, bro, we used to do doubles because that's like we would play. This was when the little fucking This is when we first like really got online because
Mhm.
with like the older system wasn't really online like that. X 360 is when I really got online. When I had my first game
Yeah.
attack, Brutal Chris 08.
Oh, I remember
You
that.
wasn't
No, bro, what?
you wasn't Killer Ghost?
Nah, that was later
Nah.
on, bro.
Mm.
What?
This was when
Hold on.
the
What? How did you transcend into Killer Ghost from that
I
brutal
think
Chris
that's just I'll tell that.
It,
There's
it,
not really a story behind it, but it
it
was
was a little clan thing we tried to do.
really. I don't remember that.
with the brutal
Yeah.
clan or the Killer clan?
No. We would take name. We were supposed to have names and like I think verbs before our name.
Like
Like that when I created my gamer tag, I became the Beast Fats. Jay was Jay Reaper. Chris was supposed to be Killer Ghost, and then we had somebody else, Venom. So we were
So
supposed
you
to
guys basically
be
did like the Metal Gear game where it was the sorrow, the pain. Yeah,
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fire.
basically.
I
That
don't
was supposed to
remember.
be
I thank God he has good memory because I do not remember. I just remember playing Call of Duty one day. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna change my name." I paid the whatever 800 Microsoft points, and I changed it. I was like, "I like this name," but
yeah.
Go ahead,
but
continue.
Halo 3, yeah, I used to play it heavy. And that was when the like the internet shit, the modem was in my mom's room,
Hmm.
and I had to only play over there. And we would play split screen, me and my brother, Halo 3,
Hmm.
bro. Those were the days.
For 360, again, like I was mentioning earlier, it was just multi-plat games. So if it was multi-plat, that's where I played it because a lot of my friends had 360, and it actually made it easier for me because it was like for me it was like a party console game, a system. You understand? Like I was able to play with my friends whatever game, and if they had it, I just bought it there. So that's how I
But
did mine.
for me, what I played heavy on was like these mafia games.
Hmm
Mafia 2, Godfather 2, and Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Those
Scarface
were
was
good.
Those games
fucking
I
wavy,
went
bro.
Yeah, it was.
ham in. Like I used to play them
I'm
OD.
upset you can't. I was checking the other day to see if you could if it was backwards compatible. It's not Scarface.
No,
Bro,
yeah.
Scarface was fire,
I
bro.
know, bro. I know.
OD
You played
fire.
Scarface, bro?
For the PlayStation 2,
Oh, okay. But still, yeah, you played it.
yeah, I
The
played it.
Godfather
It was
games were
OD
good too.
fire.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you
I
Yeah.
like the
played those.
Godfather.
They need to bring
I
one
don't
back.
think those are
Either
backwards
bring one back or
compatible
brand new.
either.
Nah, they not.
Because I've been dying to play them shit.
Yeah.
They were mad fun to play. Mad fun.
Last but not least, Xbox One. What are you guys playing?
I
Or
don't
what do you
I
guys
don't
like to
I don't
play?
got many games. I don't got many for the Xbox One. What I really played heavy on Xbox One was Friday the
Oh
13th.
yeah.
Which
Those
that's
are
about
fun
it.
days. Those are fun days.
I've
I don't really have
played Friday the 13th with y'all. Dark Souls 3, fire.
Mm.
I played Sekiro on the Xbox, fire. What else? The Division, played both of them, wavy. Played Red Dead Redemption on it. Rainbow Six. What else? Call of Duty, obviously, and PUBG.
Oh, pub, yeah.
another one.
Pub is
Well,
one that got a lot of hours too.
speaking of Red
A lot of
Dead, did
chicken
y'all know there
dinners.
was
A lot of
a
chicken
first
dinners.
one?
Red Dead Revolver,
Yeah.
I never played.
That's
I
another
remember
one
watching
and it
I
was in
videos.
played for
first
the part
person,
for
right?
PlayStation
That one
2.
was a first
Yeah,
person game.
Nah,
that's one I remember.
no, that was a third person too.
I
Oh, you
remember
complete. I've
seeing them
always
play it.
did it in first person. For me, when I got the Xbox One, is because I had the 360, and again, I enjoyed this so much that that was my default platform to play my games on, even though I had all the systems. Um, I think my favorite Xbox One exclusive is none of them because they all suck. Like I said that I honestly said
I agree with
Crackdown
you.
was gonna be fucking trash, and it was. Um, See, I can't even remember a fucking Xbox exclusive because I don't give them a fair shake because I don't feel that they have anything that's
I don't
supersedes
even.
anything that
Yeah, they really
PlayStation had.
don't.
You understand? So
It's just most of us have the Xbox, and that's like the go-to to play with each
hmm
other. The
The
online
funny,
is to me the online is much better than PlayStation. The party chat system, all that stuff. That's why I
hmm
prefer it.
hmm
the funny thing is that I was gonna get the PlayStation 4. I wasn't even gonna get an Xbox, and then T and J was like, "Yo, get the Xbox." And mad of us on here.
Yeah, you was a
Right.
PlayStation head. I
Changed
remember.
my life.
I remember. I remember.
I'm gonna say another notable mention we ain't nobody said GTA 5.
Oh yeah,
Oh man,
hmm
that game will go
that's
down
a
in
We went
history.
heavy on
that
that
was a
too.
lot of hours too on that shit.
let's
Yeah.
run a quick tier list real quick, right?
Ooh,
Quick tier list out of 5, 4, 3, and if you guys play 201, what would be everybody's personal order off the rip as fast as you can?
all right.
1 being the best and 5 being the worst.
That's including Vice City
Yep, all
and
those Grand Theft
San
Auto games.
Andreas.
Yep.
Oof.
All right.
Basically a top five.
Uh
All
huh.
right.
All right.
Number
Who
1
wanna
being
go?
the best, 5 being the least. So whatever order you guys want to start in, just say it and go.
All right. So number one would be San Andreas.
Mhm.
No, I'm sorry. Number one would be GTA 5. Two, San Andreas. Three, Vice City. Four would be GTA 4. And then five would be three. GTA 3.
hmm
Yeah, mine is San Andreas 1, 5 2, uh probably 3. Um, which one I'm missing? Vice City 4 and 4 or 5.
Okay.
Mine, mine would be, mine would be San Andreas 1, Part 4 2, 5 3, Vice City 4, and 3 5.
So the general consensus is that everybody likes San Andreas the first one the most, but mine is actually Vice City
Except for Kev.
Story, because Vice City was fucking phenomenal. So I'll go with Vice City. One, because the story was reminiscent of Scarface. I loved 3 with Nico Bellic. Then 5 with
No, 4 was Nico.
4 was Nico.
4 was Nico.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Nico.
Yeah.
Then 5, and then San Andreas. Not that I'm dropping it down there because I think it was a horrible game. Is that I would prefer playing all those other games before that one. So
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I had to put 5 number 1 because they like revolutionized games and period.
Yeah, I the only thing I really liked for 5 was the online play. I think the story was way too short for a Grand Theft Auto game.
yeah,
Yeah.
I never noticed that. You're right.
It is short.
It was way
The
too
online
short.
made the game.
Yeah.
And it's still going hard after all these many
Absolutely.
fucking
Yeah.
10 years, 9 years.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I think even longer than that.
You know how much money they made off of Nudie too?
Yeah. We I
yeah, Nudie always played. He's real money for fake money kind of guy.
Those
He
shark
got
cards, bro.
he got the best. He got the best of the best whips.
Number 1. How do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza?
That's disturbing.
Right.
if it's the last slice and I'm hungry, I'll eat
Right.
it.
So to that argument, what Kev just said, I'm gonna say this: people who say that just say it to say it, and people who eat it are fucking psychos. So I'm gonna leave it right
So you
there. I can't, because if
you're
I say
neither?
it how he said it, then I'm gonna be the part of the group that say it. Just to say it. So
Okay.
fuck that.
Um, what's the best type of cheese
Ooh,
to you
Mozzarella.
guys?
Mozzarella.
Sharp cheddar.
Ooh, that's disgusting.
Bro, I could eat a fucking. I would go to the
Whoa.
supermarket, buy a block
Yo,
of sharp cheddar, just cut me just like a finger size piece, and just eat that. I love sharp cheddar.
I
I don't know
like
why.
Wait,
Kev is a
I
cheese
would
connoisseur. So.
I changed my pick.
say I'm gonna go with
I changed my pick.
I'm gonna go with queso de papa. It's my favorite.
Ooh,
I changed my
okay.
pick.
Uh-huh.
I really dig smoked Gouda.
Ooh.
Gouda is
Smoked Gouda cheese.
too pungent to
Nobody's
me. I can't fuck with it.
Nobody's a government cheese guy.
What's government cheese?
Bro,
I don't know. I always heard that shit in like old
bro.
How'd
fucking
you guys
shows.
feel about queso de freír? For them?
Nah, that shit's
Yeah,
fire.
smack
Mhm.
good.
That's the is that the one that
Yeah,
they
with the
give for your
Uh-huh, no.
mango? Yeah,
I
that shit is
fucking
fire.
hate American cheese, bro. That shit's disgusting.
All right, number 3. What inanimate object do you wish you could eliminate from existence?
Carol fucking Baskin.
Not-
Inanimate object. I never thought of it.
He's not.
No, I know.
He's not inanimate.
I mean, she acts like it every time she fucking giggles.
You know what's mine? You know the shit I hate because I hate the sound it makes. You know that the thing that the girls use on their nails. What's that shit called? I think
Really?
it's a nail filer, right?
Oh.
Bro, I hate the noise. I hate everything about it.
If it was noise based, probably the saws, because I live next to the Bronx Zoo. So Whenever you hear the fucking them trimming trees for like 8 days, all I hear is.
I will have to go with jackhammers because they always fucking doing construction in front of my building.
That
Traffic lights, so I could be
don't
like
fucking
Dom
know.
Toretto.
I think his would be parking signs, so you can find more parking.
Yeah, definitely. And fucking meters.
Oh, there you go.
Fucking meters. That's parking meters. Those motherfuckers.
Eventually, we're gonna get to a point where New York City charges you for fucking air. So
Yeah, pretty much.
Number 4. What would be the worst thing the government could make? What would be the worst thing for the government to make illegal?
Gaming.
Sex before marriage. Sex before marriage.
I would have to go with gaming
Okay.
because a lot of people lose their minds. I feel like that's a excuse for a lot of people.
Yeah. Pro?
let's see. I never really thought of this one. Probably like soft drinks, like getting rid of like sodas and stuff. Like I don't drink it all the time, but
Yeah.
I do like a good soda with like my sandwiches. So
OD. Or Yoo-hoo.
because I know this guy when he was Mayor Bloomberg, that he was like, oh, the selling of sweet drinks has to go down. Like I get it, it's health conscience and it stops obesity and shit like
Yeah,
that.
weren't they doing
Yeah,
something about
and it
that
stops
before?
obesity. But I feel right as a consumer, it's your constitutional right to buy whatever the fuck you want as long as it's legal. You understand? And if I want to
Yeah.
drink a fucking 8-liter soda, if those exist, right? That's my choice. Someone telling you that you can't do something is them basically saying, suck my dick. So
It's not American.
Am I up to number
no,
4?
5-5.
Yeah, right.
You said 4.
So last one. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had
I
done?
ran somebody over.
Probably went off on somebody, like in the
I probably
store.
stabbed somebody.
I could picture Kev like stabbing somebody with something like mad random, like a fucking like a pencil, like a spork.
A
Imagine
spork.
that. And then he wouldn't stab him like in the body. He'd probably stab him like in the hand, somewhere where like they could see it, but like feel it at the same time and like really not be able to do nothing at that moment.
And the spork still hanging out his head.
Oh, that's
Imagine
a good
him
one.
in the lunchroom. Oh, so you're not gonna give me your fucking circle pizza, motherfucker? Man.
Circle.
First off, if you didn't know this by now, I remember, right? I went to Dodge for high school. And these motherfuckers didn't have the pizza, like, because it was always frozen pizza. It was a circle pizza, the rectangle, whatever. But one fucking time, these motherfuckers had the audacity. This is a true story. To fucking get the rolls, like the rolls you get in the store, cut that shit in half,
Yeah.
put tomato
Nah.
sauce. Listen, put tomato sauce and throw a
Bro,
sliced
they
cheese
used to
on
do
top
that,
and say it was
yeah.
pizza. Bro,
Oh,
I'm not lying to
nah,
you.
that's
And they
sliced
called
cheese.
it pizza.
Nah, that's OD. Sliced
Bro, a
cheese?
slice of cheese. And it wasn't white cheese. It was yellow cheese. You was basically eating half a fucking
No,
sandwich.
bro.
With tomatoes. You was better off eating the Lunchables pizza shit.
Yo, I went
Yo,
home
bro,
that day fucking
nah, bro.
starving. I went in and I grabbed the fucking
I
first
was-
cold ass thing I could find.
Oh, that's
Yo, that's
hilarious.
hilarious.
That's dumb
bro.
funny.
That's OD funny.
I guess on that note, we ended this episode, fellas.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in into a Fair Shake podcast. And again, thank you for all our supporters, family, friends listening in, all our viewers. And until next time, Fair Shake podcast is signing off.
The Fair Shake Podcast. Sucker.
Next week, we interview a bat.